Holmes, for heaven's sake, whatever's going on?
Oh, hello, Watson. You're early. Did you kill all of your patients?
What? Holmes, where have all these wretched bees come from?
I increased the temperature of the room so as to prevent them from hibernating. I needed to take a sample of honey. But it worked, Watson. We will have honey all year round.
Ridiculous and dangerous.
They're domestic bees, Apis mellifera, such industrious workers. Anyway, Watson, I am sorry, but I must leave you. I'm in rather a hurry.
You have a new case?
Yes, but nothing as thrilling as this experiment. A theft of plants at the Royal Botanic Gardens in Kew. I'm helping a minister who's an old friend of mine. You can join me if you like.
Well, I'll admit that I'd far rather accompany you than remain alone here with these workers of yours. Besides, you'll need a helping hand with the flowers you're intending to bring back.
Watson, however did you guess?
For the great Sherlock Holmes to bother with the theft of plants. Come on, admit that you're planning to spoil your little bees with some rare pollens.
Since when did I become so transparent? Let us go.
What's up? Raging5678 here, and yeah, welcome back to Sherlock. That was I don't know what the hell that was. Oh man. I mean, it's so funny how normal people will try everything to keep bugs out of their home. Sherlock is like, hey bees, come chill out at my place, alright? You make all the honey you want over here, you know? So, it must be interesting living with them.
Well, Holmes, here we are at the Royal Botanic Gardens. There's no doubt that this place is beautiful. But are you really intent on investigating the theft of the plants?
Yes, of course.
Well, you know what? A thievery case would, you know, mix things up a bit. So we don't have to consistently...
Don't touch anything else, is that clear? Just go and get a bucket of fertilizer. And without turning it over this time. Good day to you, gentlemen. How may I help you? If you are here for a visit, please do come back on Sunday.
I am afraid that it cannot wait. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson. We are investigating the theft of plants that took place here 5 days ago. A remarkable collection, I believe.
So you're the one in charge, eh?
A small favor for a friend. Now, to whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
I am Martin Hamish. I am the Deputy Director of Kew Gardens. And that fellow yonder is Albert. He works here.
I am delighted to meet you. What can you tell us about the plants?
They were rare and exceptional plants. We presented them at our last exhibition. We haven't removed the stand yet. It is still in the large glass house. We only learned of their disappearance the evening after the exhibition, and nobody saw anything.
No doors were forced?
No, but I would imagine that for a thief it would be fairly easy to gain entry, for there are no guards here.
Well, if you don't mind, we will take a look. Now, you say that it is in the large glass house.
Yes, the one just behind me. Just a second, since Albert has nothing else to do. Albert, show these gentlemen where the exhibition was held.
How many people work here?
Only myself, but occasionally 2 students, Albert, whom you have met, and Miss White.
Here it is. This is the place where the stolen plants were exhibited.
Thank you. Is there something the matter?
Yes, there is. All right, the plants were valuable
That boy
and
looked
rare,
like he hadn't
but
seen sleep in
it seems to me that the
months.
tragedy that took place here only 2 days ago has been entirely forgotten already.
What tragedy are you referring to?
The director of Kew Gardens, Mr. Montague Dunn, he died here just 2 days ago.
We're very sorry. We were not aware. The two of you were good friends?
He was my father.
Oh dear. Our condolences. We should not be troubling you. Please do excuse us for the intrusion.
You say that he died here, in the large glass house?
Holmes?
Yes, just here, near the door to the colonial collection. He suffered a heart attack. Just like that. So suddenly. It was terrible. Excuse me, gentlemen, but I cannot remain here. If you need me, I'll be in the reserve. That's the room next to the front of the large greenhouse.
Of course, we understand.
Wow. This case already has like probably the most cutscenes of any of the other cases so far. Alright, Watson, what you got to say, my boy?
What should we do next, Holmes?
Alright, nice. Interesting.
Here is a list of the stolen plants.
Hope you can keep track of that, because I already don't even remember what the first plant was.
These trees, with their roots in water, must originate from Louisiana.
Ah, yes, the bayou. I remember our visit in the case of the Awakened.
Ooh. Another reference to a case earlier in the series. We go to America? Ah, man, that would have been cool to play. But anything that takes place in America is cool to play.
These boot marks are fresh. It appears as though someone was dragging their feet. The traces are thinner in some places. The footprints reveal that someone staggered here. The door was smashed at shoulder height. This door handle is new. It was recently changed.
Ah, yeah, I can see how you can tell. Look how much shinier the one on the left side, the doorknob on the left is compared to the right. That makes sense.
The esconson was breached near the handle.
Someone used
The door was forced from the
force.
inside of the Colonial Collection Room. The handle was changed afterwards.
I think we need to inspect the Colonial Collection.
Alright, let's check everything else in here first.
This sign is broken. Something heavy was dropped upon it. Blood. Someone fell violently against this sign, and they were injured in the clash. Most likely a head wound.
Alright, I don't think there's anything else in here for us to check, so let's go ahead and check out the Colonial Room.
Very strange. Half of the Colonial Collection is absent. The smell is strong. It is a detergent. This broken fragment was the result of a heavy blow. A fragment of marble, most likely chipped from a statue or sculpture. This is one of the outlets of the ventilation system. According to this, they have light and moisture control in some parts of the building.
Wonder if we follow this, would it lead to anything significant? Probably not. Okay, cool.
According to this, they have light and moisture control. Dry tropics. These flower pots are beautiful. They are intended to be used for exhibition purposes.
It's got to be something to find on this flower pot, because it's still coming up green, not green or something like that. So what I've noticed is that oh, there we go.
The symbol is not from Kew Gardens.
Yeah, what I noticed is that like when you're checking out an interactive place, if the thing isn't lit up green, that means it's not completed fully or checked out, whatever. I don't know.
There is a smell of burning. The symbol is not from Kew Gardens. A broom handle was half burned.
Oh look, a doorknob.
A door handle?
Or handle.
Why would anyone throw such a thing in the fire? The door handle to the Colonial Collection and that of the fireplace are made of the same material. The plants were set alight fairly recently. Some have not completely burned.
I know what that is. Or at least that's what it looks like. It looks like the Venus flytraps. Funnily enough, they only grow in North Carolina. In the entire world. So, somebody's been doing some heavy traveling, haven't they?
A protective mask. Someone set it alight, but it did not burn. The remains of a picture frame.
We got the door handle, gas mask, the doorknob, picture frame, and the Venus flytrap plant. Trying to figure out how those would connect to each other. It is pretty interesting that a picture got burnt. But it may or may not mean anything or anything. Oh, excuse me. Alright, let's see what we got here.
Director's office, cloakroom, and laboratory. Palm house. Water lily greenhouse. Colonial collection. A map of Kew Gardens. Nursery. Seed house. Dry tropics. Ventilation system.
Alright, I definitely want to check out the ventilation system because I don't know, it was kind of a weird thing to interact with in this game anyways. I don't know, I guess it's quite normal for a greenhouse to have good ventilation.
A water tank.
Because, you know, plants, air, they kind of go well together.
A ventilation system. It should regulate the temperature of the staff buildings.
Right.
A ventilation system.
Oh, shit. Sorry. I know I'm not really talkative today, so I don't know why, man. Sometimes, some days you just feel more tired than others, so I try to average at least 6 or more hours of sleep, so, and that's probably why.
Seed house.
'Cause I need probably an extra hour, but oh well. I'm a man.
Locked.
You know what they do? They go to sleep. They go to sleep so they can wake up nice and strong and work. But oh well. Okay, we're not going through
Water
this
lily
again.
greenhouse.
We're not going through this again.
Locked. Seed house. Nursery. Locked.
For fuck's sake. You say there's not like a rock with a key underneath it somewhere around here? Like, you know, people normally do here? Oh, okay, that worked. Right, okay. Starting to understand the navigational point
Locked.
here. So I'm starting to ask. Now I'm starting to wonder. Since this place is so big, I'm wondering if the entire case is going to be taking place in this one area.
Locked.
Alright, what do we have for clues? Search archives for the symbol on a broken flower pot found in the backyard. Symbol was not from Kew Garden. This glyph means divine, if I'm not mistaken. Symbol on the flower pot. Whew. The pot did not belong there. Okay, so I got a lot of shit to actually look up.
Locked. Albert told us about the tragic death of Mr. Dunn, the late director of Kew Gardens.
Tragic indeed. His heart attack was quite unexpected.
Okay.
Would you unlock the doors for us?
Do you expect to find the stolen plants there? I am sorry, but those rooms are private.
Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue our investigation.
Yes, thank you for doing absolutely nothing for this investigation. Really appreciate it.
Can I help you, gentlemen?
Okay. Why did that need a cutscene? He could have just been like, just set that outside the cutscene.
Do you work here?
Yes, but part-time only, for I'm also studying botany at the University of London.
You're following in your father's footsteps, then. That is commendable.
Well, even if botany is not my strongest suit, there are people who say that I could be a good manager.
Thank you, young man. We shall see you again soon. Palm House. A task list for Albert, compiled by Martin Hamish. Sweep out the palm house, scrub the toilets, clean the storage shed tools.
Alright, and we did a full circle. Alright, so I think the next thing we need to do now is go back home and just set up the archives for our some of the stuff that we found. So, yeah, this is definitely one chill ass case, that's for sure. So I'm not having to use my brain that hard so far, which is again is probably a good thing because you know I'm not like 100% focused right now, so. Alright, you know, first of all, I'm actually really interested to see how that last case ended, or how it like went. Alright. Oh, Mr. Holmes, I'm writing to inform you that the affair at the Abbey Grange, which took place almost half a year ago now, still resonates deeply in high society and remains a subject of much gossip. This case's romantic background has attracted many suitors who show willing to shelter and take pity on Lady Brackenstall, but to this date, She still serves her sentence with her maid Theresa and has rejected all offers of help. To be truthful, I suspect that the true motivation of these suitors may well be related to Sirius's title and money. What do you think, Mr. Holmes? Sincerely yours, Inspector Lestrade. Alright. So, let's go ahead and go to archives. Alright. We got a lot of things to look up here. Alright, first of all, we need to look at our plant stuff. Here we go. A list of plants stolen from the exotic. A list of exotic plants from the exhibit Kew Gardens. There we go. Oh, yep. Got a lovely spam caller calling me right in the middle of this episode. This plant has a certain toxicity in common, more or less variable. Dioneia, no wait. Dioneia, fuck this. Carnivorous, Carlina, and oh my god. Florum diabolica, Prunus serotina, Chromolani, Odorata, Heliophorus. You can definitely tell I'm not a botanist. I'm also not a doctor too, because I'm pretty sure a doctor can just read all of these words like it's nothing. Only the first three can be dangerous to humans, particularly Florum diabolica, but only under very specific conditions. The plant should react to a process of aggression, against which it will issue deadly spores. Alright, so we need to remember that the first three can be very dangerous to humans. I guess the rest of them doesn't, especially Florum, and Florum can produce spores. Alright, let's keep that in our head.
Here it is.
Alright. Symbol on a broken pot, symbol on a broken flower pot, found in the backyard. The symbol is not from Kew Gardens, it's divine, if I'm not mistaken. So let's see if we can find anything about the divines. Our symbol, here we go. The Divine Scholastic Syndicate for Vegetation Veneration. The members of the syndicate worship Churiwan, the God King. They strive to obtain spiritual peace and release himself from the material world. So generous donations are appreciated.
Here it is.
Okay.
The Divine Syndicate is not a supplier to Kew Gardens. Besides, there is no address here.
So perhaps somebody at Kew Garden worships the God King guy, Churiwan. Symbols on the flower pots found at Kew Garden. This pot does not belong there, so we're looking for another symbol. I'm thinking it might be in the same area where we just found another thingy. This one? Yeah. Same Morris Garden equipment and supplies. We are a premium supplier for all your landscape, gardening and timber requirements, full range supply and delivery of sand, soil, mulches, pots, and anything else you may need. 3 Blurton Road, London. It looks like we got our next destination.
Here it is.
Alright. So Garden O'Haven, 3 Blurton Road, garden equipment, clay pots, accessory tools. Churiwan, the God King, is the Divine Syndicate's idol. And that. Alright. Okay. So the following 3 plants were proven lethal to human. Dioneia, I think. Carnivorous. Carlina Inibrara. And Florum diabolica. Florum diabolica. Okay, I can say that one. The realization of the toxic process is fairly difficult, for it requires a particular chemical fertilizer, natural stimulation, and nutrition. The caterpillars should work. The caterpillar should work? I don't know what that means, unless we're actually getting some caterpillars, you know, on that thing. So we need to examine the colonial collection. Oh, we haven't finished that area. Shit. Examine the place where Monte Dune met his death. And find the stolen plants from the last exposition from the Q gun. I feel like we're probably gonna find these stolen plants in one of those lock rooms. Wouldn't you say? Right. Alright, we'll go ahead and go back to Q Garden for now, and then, you know, I'm actually gonna go ahead and call this an episode. Not a lot going on, man. Not a lot going on this episode. I mean, it's just starting to get somewhere. Why is this load time taking forever? Usually these load times are like 5 seconds. My PS5's slowing down, but hell no, it better not. So this is one of a kind thing. So if anyone remembers how hard it is to get one, oh wait a minute, it's still hard as hell to get one. So, yeah, you better just stay working, little bitch. All right. Anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call it an episode. Yeah, not a lot happening, man. So far, we're looking at a thievery because we're looking for plants that have been stolen. But of course, just pretty much like almost every Sherlock Holmes game or case that we've come across, there's been some kind of death involved. Which, I mean, hey, you know what? I guess that's how I believe the original author for Sherlock Holmes is called Arthur Doyle. Holmes author. I believe that's what it was. Yep, Arthur Conan Doyle. That's his name. So if that's how all his Sherlock Holmes book were, you know, always involved murder, then you know what? I respect it because then at least it stays true to the original material. But anyways, yeah. So right now, nothing too much. I mean, I'm definitely expecting this case to pick up, especially in the next episode, because now we got, you know, we learned about the God King Charon. We found another symbol that doesn't even belong to Kew Garden. Even this one doesn't involve Kew Gardens, apparently. Oh no, the pots didn't belong there, but the symbol, I guess, belongs there. Because it does say that the pots do not belong there, but it doesn't mention anything about the symbol, so, whatever. Anyways, and, yeah, it's starting to slowly pick up. This one has a slow start, but, that's fine. That's fine. So yeah, so anyways, thanks so much for watching, and, yeah, I guess I'll see you in the next episode. Any last things you want to say to the audience before we go, Watson?
What should we do next, Holmes?